Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Some of you with a keen ear may notice some things are slightly different and not in the game. I've finally got my new audio equipment, thank the stars. Done a bit of a play around with some of the settings in OBS and in the game as well. Did a bit of a test recording before. Everything seems to be fine. So I'm hoping that's still the case as we crack on with the main story quest. Now, we don't actually have a quest marker for this, but you can see up here it's next main scenario quest. It's called Committed to the Cause. I guess it's in here. Please do. Ah, yes, I remember now. Alphanord, what's going on? If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent. Okay. Well, we can do that like this. Hope everybody's well. I've had a really good couple of days. Yesterday we were in Manchester and had lots of lovely food, did some shopping, and today nipped into Preston, where I used to live. Not been there for a while, and again did some shopping and had some food. My mum was up for a couple of days and we met up with my brother in Manchester as well. So it was just a very pleasant couple of days, you know, spend time with family, relax, do a bit of retail therapy. Try and take one's collective mind off the troubles of the world. And then obviously, as I said, the new audio equipment being plugged in just boosted my spirits just a little bit more, so it means at least my audio won't sound terrible, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, Midfilia, what have we got to deal with here? Well, this sounds serious.
Ishgard が改めて警戒するということは、当然上位の眷属も現れるはず。イシュガルドとドラゴン族の戦争。
この戦いは本来イシュガルドの問題ではあるが、アルフィノ様の言う通り、ゆくゆくはエオルゼア全体の問題ともなり得るからな。
そういうことだ。我々暁、それにクリスタルブレイブの双方でイシュガルド防衛に協力することを提案したい。
1000年もの間繰り広げられているというこの戦いに加わることになるのね。でも私たちの目的はエオルゼアの救済。暁としてできることがあれば協力しましょう。
Oh, looks like we all agree.
あなたもこの件を最優先してもらえると助かります。
Oh, did you honestly think I'd let you go to war without me? I'm with you.
ありがとう。守りましょう。イシュガルド。
私はこれより各グランドカンパニーの名手に援軍を求める。クリスタルブレイブを派遣する許可も取らなくてはならない。
Yeah, get as many friends as we can
それぞれ
muster.
の対応に当たってくれ。
What's that all about? Something's going on here. I trust it not. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge the Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphanord. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. Ooh, it's going to be a raid. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurthus. It's not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slaffborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlements must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you. She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp on the practical challenges we may encounter. I will do as you ask. Babysit the Lalafell. Right, let's go and find soldiers for the cause. We are rather close to Kurthus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defences and take stock of our supplies. Owen will also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Geico. I have 101 things to discuss with Slaffborn. Let's find him then. We need Carbuncle. Ooh. Nice armour. Nice glasses as well. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Kurthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favour. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I'm certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, Each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. We certainly do. Accomplished adventurer. Will you join? Nope. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts. I don't need your life story, you've already said no. Hi. What's going on? Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilred was there, the 4th that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have ye? No. God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, then black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uldar. So now, of course, half the brave suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company is a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together in some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. Is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Ooh. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on. I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilred. Any road, you got a water wage, so I'll let you get on. Just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Geico. Yeah, I thought something wasn't quite right. Lots of meaningful stares and stuff going down. Well then. Who's next to be potentially recruited? You there. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. Ah, but I pledge myself to guard Revenant's Toll. Modest work though it is, I'm loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do. Well, we've asked the question. Some dumb... Ooh, that looked surprisingly like one breeder for a while, but it can't be, cause, you know, she's dead. 5 hours for my venture to be finished. Angular adventurer. Is he angular? I mean, I suppose. Volunteer my services in the defence of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. It was to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventurer in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Yep, again, don't really need your life story. Don't know why I'm going up these stairs. I don't think there's anything up here I need. Stand out on this balcony and view the world. Right, let's get back to the task at hand. Oh, there is. An austere adventurer. I'm guessing everyone's just going to say no. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watch me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Okay, that wasn't a no. There you are, Geico. So, did you sway any hearts? I don't know. I actually don't know. 1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slathborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Okay. No, I've been so caught up with recruiting I'd almost forgot. There's been word from Alphanord. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Uldar to discuss Ishgard's plight. And they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you best make your way to Uldar, or you'll be late. Alphanord said that he'd meet you on the Royal Promenade. Okay. What's the cash situation? Yeah, we'll teleport. Uldar. The Royal Promenade is this away. Is it still the Valentine's Day event? I thought that had finished. Here we are. Just checking out some of my stats. Attack magic potency 704. That links to my intelligence, I guess. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations 1 leader at a time, but it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let's join them, shall we? Aye.
我々もイシュガルドの情報を掴んではいたのだが、ここまで急を要する事態になっていたとはな。
我々クリスタルブレイブはアイメリク教の要請に応じ防衛に援軍を派兵するつもりだ。
承知した。お二方とも異論ないな。
ええ、問題ありません。
I'm already guessing none of them are going to pledge their support though.
速やかに展開できるよう各所に根回ししておこ
う。どういうことだ？
Don't think it's going to happen, mate.
エオルゼア都市軍事同盟から簡単に戦力を出せんということだ。我々三国は未だ蛮族との対立が続いている。 日々蛮族を抑え蛮神の権限を封じているのだ。
それにアウトロー戦区も捨ておけません。この三者が停戦を誓ったところでテレジやデレジのような御人が独走すればどうなるか、結果は明白でありましょう。
それではエオルゼアの危機を目前にして戦力を出せないと。
Steady, Alphanord. Steady.
慌てるな。そうではない。主戦力になるほどの援軍は出せぬということだ。
同盟軍からもいくらかの部隊は回そう。ただしあくまで補助戦力と捉えてもらいたい。
本格的に派兵できないにせよ、各国のグランドカンパニー内で所属する冒険者への協力要請を出すことはできます。各員の判断により助力に向かうよう通達いたしましょう。
そうだな。正規部隊を回せない以上、それが最善だろう。
このような状況になっても有志の冒険者に頼る。あなた方はそれでもグランドカンパニーの名士か。エオルゼア都市軍事同盟はどうしたのだ。こういった時にこそエオルゼアのために動くのが同盟軍ではないのか。
I get the feeling you're about to get slapped down pretty diplomatically.
アルフィノ殿、我々はグランドカンパニーの名手である前に国の代表だ。無論エオルゼアの太平のために努力は惜しまん。イシュガルドの同盟軍への再加入も願うところだ。だがそれ以前に国と民を守らねばならん。自国を守り他国と協力してこそ初めてエオルゼアという大地に目を向けることができる。どうかそこを理解してほしい。
わかりました、メルウィブ提督。無礼な言葉遣いで失礼した。
貴様を同盟軍冒険者選抜隊の隊長として任命する。各国のグランドカンパニーに所属する冒険者を集い、イシュガルド防衛の任についてもらいたい。
Okay. Leave it to me, as always.
ナナモ様、不滅隊から少しでも多くの戦力を回したく存じます。そこで同人団の権限を一時的に拡大。不滅隊が受け持っている治安維持にあて余力ができた部隊を順次派兵するというのはいかがでしょうか。ナナモ様。
Yeah, she's got other things on her mind, like not being the Sultana anymore.
おう、すまぬ。問題ない。良きに計らえ。
Ooh, he doesn't look happy.
ナナモ様はお体の具合でも悪いのか。
いえ、そのようには伺っておりませんが。
そうか。ならいい。
Oh, Raban. It's all falling apart, mate. But I don't need to concern myself with that, because I'm apparently just an adventurer. Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you've been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. That's a horrible word. But I fear we've been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Harchfont and Sir Aymeric to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfil our roles as the Eorzea's guardians. Indeed we must. Indeed we must. Captain Ilberd, what news? The assault has begun. We've but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durandare at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I'll join you as soon as I'm able. Geico, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defences at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marcelane at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Indeed. Right, well, the quickest way is probably this. And then out through the gates of Revenant's Toll to Kurthus. I assume. Oh, speaking of upcoming battles, back at Airsoft this coming Saturday, so technically tomorrow, as it's now gone midnight. And I've ordered the holster that I'm going to use for my P226. I haven't ordered the sling for my P90 yet, but I need to do that at some point. Yeah, there's the objective over there. But aside from that, I've got everything together. I've got my combat gear, my tactical vest. The last session will be this Saturday before I get my license. It's all coming together, and I'm very excited. I've probably gone on about this many, many times before. I am super excited. So it'll be the last time I use the rental weaponry. Tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Right, where are you? It says you're down a level. Oh, you're there. Can we go this way? What is at the end of this? I don't think I've ever been down here before. I guess we get to a point it'll just stop us going any further. Yeah. Well, that's fine. The coming missions will obviously take us further in that direction. Through the roof. Marcelane. You are the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the steps of faith to continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain. I shall. I shall indeed. So where are we going? Defeat the Dravanian force at Whitebrim. That's down here, isn't it? Or is it? Where is Whitebrim? There. Incoming! Is it down in the valley? Nope. It's up here. We've got your backs, men. Don't you worry. Get back stereo on them on out here. You're safe. Nope, you're not. Okay, you're now safe. Okay, next is over there, by the looks of things. Carry on, men. Towards the Boulder Downs. Providence Point, whatever it's called. Here we are. More men to save. Here comes more. No match for me. Ooh, Horde Commander. Why was I not targeting him? Nice. Where's the next one? Oh, that's it. Well, that was easy. Give me a challenge. Done. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Speaking of which... we'll want spell speed, probably. You commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Danafan's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. All now rests upon us, adventurer. Lead your comrades out onto the steps of faith and prepare to meet the horde. May the fury guard your blades. Wow, that's all very epic. Let's go. Oh, it's just a regular duty. I thought it was going to be a raid. Oh no, hang on. Does that mean it is a raid? These are the raids. Ah, okay. No, it's not. So it's the steps of faith. Let's do it. 11 minutes. Hopefully it won't take that long. I will see you in a little bit. Okay, we were busy cooking things. Let's quickly change back into our summoner's gear. And into the fray. It's all very exciting. Hey. First time, yeah. Carbuncle. Okay, let's do this. That's a big dragon. Ah, God. Where is it? Is it just me or does it keep disappearing? Ah. tank, can you put stance on? Oh, okay. Thought they were talking to me. Oh dear. I got paralysed. I wonder what happens when this dragon reaches the gate. Somebody want to use the limit? Limit break? Right, limit break it. I think somebody already used it. I got too far away from that thing. Ah, I'm gonna die. Can we do this? We got it. Yeah, we did it. So, can't type. That was fairly straightforward. Who wants a commendation? Grossmeister Piccolini. There we go. Have one of them. Ba-ba-dum. Now what? Yeah, that's right, you better run. The dragons, they're withdrawing. Victory is ours. Huzzah. We did it! Ah, there's that dragoon. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. I don't think she's merely a girl. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lands. Whee! I can fly! Alrighty. Geico, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Imric. Commander Lavillia, Geico, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons have fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. I should bloody well think so. I too would offer my thanks, Geico, though through your deeds we have achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognise the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. Yes, I'm in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us great hope for the morrow. It is a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savour the enormity of our achievements. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilberd back to Uldar and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. I don't get any rest at the Rising Stones. Every time I go back there, somebody wants me to do something. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. I will. I was watching a video yesterday of the remastered Grand Theft Auto series, And even though I'm not going near that remaster with a 10-foot bloody barge pole, it still put me in a bit of a mood to play the old GTAs. So I might play, what's it called? GTA 3 on the channel. Do the story quests. I don't know, I haven't made up my mind yet. Geico, welcome back. Alpha Nord sent word of the siege, and of course the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Geico. Thank you. You're welcome. Quick tongue. Told you. No rest for the wicked. You must be weary, Geico, and now may very well be your only chance to see who's at the door. Antecedent. Hi. A messenger from Uldar arrived with a missive for you. I don't know how to words. The royal seal. Curious indeed. Oh, is this from Sultana? An invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Uldar in honour of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognised for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly I find it strange the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Breeder, and I for one am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favour of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Sigh. Yes, everyone's knackered. Curious, I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Ooh. Where do we go from here? Oh. So I guess we've got some stuff to deal with Tataru as well. I wonder if she's part of this whole What? Hello? Where are you? Where have you gone? Tataru is conspicuous by her absence. Blammin, have you seen Tataru? She just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Okay, let's go and find out why. Is it man trouble? Is it woman trouble? That's really annoying. There's a steady drip hitting the window outside, and it's really loud as well. You can probably hear that through the microphone. Well, shit. Where are you, Tataru? Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. What are you doing up there? What's wrong? Oh, Geico, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Geico. I'm glad we had this little chat. I said nothing at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Back to the Rising Stones. What on earth is going on? I'm actually surprised it didn't start raining sooner, given the storms that we've been having. Serious stuff, apparently. The Met Office have issued red warnings for these things. Quite bad if everything's to be believed. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Geico made me realise there's no time like the present. Time is what I'm here to ask. Time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you've certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is in fact something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Cultinet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. So it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. I really don't want you to run off and get yourself killed. Whoa, hey. That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. As aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent. Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh, yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. God. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. Go on, ask the question. I am stood right here. Oh, we've got a choice. Where we are needed. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? You mean that conversation that literally just happened? I'm sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now I realise you're rather more than a capable adventurer, and the escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Yes. Generous to a fault. Thank you, Geico. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea seeking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Cultinet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. Okay. You truly are a pillar of strength, Geico. Ori Boulder will share with you the details of the task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. We'll take the other one while we're here as well. Power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Orangutan mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima? Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It's doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. No, you know. Okay then. Let's go and see Hoary Boulder and see what he's got to say. Alright. Geico, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Yes, it's true. What did I tell you, Cultinet? Our misfortune is becoming a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by arms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. Okay. If such thoughts bring you joy, you're welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Geico, we would have you attend the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Geico. In spirit, we should be together every step of the way. Okay. Let's just get this over and done with. So if I leave here and get to the North Shroud, we'll save some money by not teleporting. North Shroud, yep. Yeah, one of the things that I'm not sure about with this new mic is a concept I've never heard of before, something called phantom power. And I've got... So it comes through the mixer. And it's a little button that you press, which puts power into the microphone. However, apparently you're not supposed to do it when the microphone is switched on. But because the XLR cable is plugged into the mixer, I'm assuming that means as soon as the mixer turns on, the microphone turns on, because I think all the little switch on the mic itself does is actually mute it, not switch it off. And I noticed on OBS when I turned everything on before, the bar that indicates the what I don't know what it's called, like the gain, I suppose, on the microphone, shot right up the bar. Now I'm hoping that doesn't mean that it's like spiking and potentially going to damage itself. South Shroud I'm going to, aren't I? Because the last thing in the world I want to do is destroy the condenser microphone I've just bought, or the mixer box thing. But I am pretty sure that I'm doing it the way I'm supposed to be doing it, unless I do need to disconnect the XLR cable every time I'm not using the microphone. But I've spoken to my brother, who is out of the two of us, he's definitely the more knowledgeable about audio stuff. And everything I asked, he confirmed. He said, yeah, that's right. So I believe him. And hopefully nothing's going to explode or make an expensive smell. That means I have to buy new stuff. Because that would be depressing. Okay, we're here, South Shroud. Where we are needed. It's a very stormy day. Ooh, look at that. Just turn off the hood for a minute. Right then. I'll be your escort. At last the Scions man At last the Scions man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isomhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Okay. Well, at least it's not like a normal escort quest where you've got to follow them every step of the way. Where's he gone? That is a big antelope. Oh yeah, there you go, there you are. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I'll require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions, then please stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Roger, roger. I am standing watch. Oop. Okay. I see we've both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. Why don't you fuck off? I didn't like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Okay. How would you like to concentrate with a carnivorous plant chomping on your head? Now then, snake mortar weights, shall we? Oh, there you are. Not dead yet. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Stood here in the rain. Hello. Is that quiet enough for you? Huh? Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let's quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to study. Survey. Let's go. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Yes, I know backstory on him on. I don't know why we put up with this nonsense. They are almost too cute to kill. Almost. Right. Yeah. This data should prove invaluable to Sniff Sniff. Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I'll not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. Okay. You chose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Really? It would be better to serve the signs of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistants. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering, that was rhetorical. Now come along. Ugh. Fine. I don't know how I get dragged into these things. Hope we don't have to do another 3 of them. Although it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Right, I'm here. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Okay. This one's a different scenario. Yes, yes, quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. The presence of a prime will account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else? Where have you wandered off to? Something else? Scion, come here. I need you. Oh, God. Is that Ilbert? No, it's the other one. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. There you are, Geico. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Sigh. Gutted like a hog. But not by one, no. These wounds were made with the blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Geico. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. She certainly will. And so do I. Okay, back we go. What mystery is unraveling here? I think Ilberd's a traitor, or he's somehow meddling in affairs in Uldar that are causing problems. Soldier? Let's see what Minfilia has to say. Yes, please. Geico, you are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Something chafed, and it wasn't me. Wilred dead? Mayhap murdered? By that 12, how can that be? I will send word to Orphanord at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? Why indeed. Right, well, we'll leave it there for now. We'll carry on with checking up on Tataru next episode. But this has been the first with the new audio setup, so hopefully this has sounded okay. My voice is a little bit off at the moment, but should be alright. But yeah, that's goodbye from myself, goodbye from Carbuncle, and all of the other things sequestered in my voluminous robes. See you next time.